You guys know that crystal worms are my thing. Like, I've been using them for literal years, and when Calamitas came out, I was overjoyed. I mean, it like completely impacted positively the strategy that I have been using for years. So of course, I put him into my main PvP team, and of course, I played with him a ton. So in addition to the last video that included my hatching for him and a couple matches, here are a couple more matches of me with Calamitas and the Crystal Worms. I can't wait for the day that they release a bond quest for him, because you best believe I'm going to be doing that like instantly, because I just love this guy so much. And he will probably now like be a part of my normal PvP team forever. I mean, that's what happened when they finally released all the Crystal Worms. It used to just be 3 of them. Remember when they didn't even have all 6 out? And even then, I was using them in my main team. So, Calamitas, love him to death. So glad he's here. Let's talk about some gameplay. Devolved to Christine, easy play, fast breaker the Hazuki. I'm like, with Calamitas, I'm not really scared anymore to use a lot of the big Crystal Worm moves, because I can just feast them, you know? And then they'll revive, and then I can maybe even do another one. Here I've got a double Roseus. When have you ever seen that? I could fast breaker with one of them and then feast with the other, or fast breaker with both of them and feast with Calamitas. He's pretty awesome. I'm a huge fan. Bloodlust just to take the shield off, because I knew I'd be able to feast Perpius, and then I can double counter-strike into the Earthquake. I also have been using Eon Racks with the Crystal Worms because of Earthquake specifically, so that if I happen to not be able to feast them, not be ready to feast them in time, I can just Earthquake and get their turn back immediately, which has been pretty awesome. Moving on to the next battle here against Gojo, we get another Crystal Worm mirror match. He goes for the counter-strike, gets blocked, so I don't lose the Corellius. Spectre Fox can't really do anything, so he just goes for the Soul of Blood Crave. I do a feast here, I do another feast here. He could try to fast breaker anyone, hits the Corellius, which is fine. I feast the Aether, because Aether's not going to be able to do anything, and then feast again with Flavis. I think I'm just wasting time to see what his Corellius is going to do, because he can't do Vengeance. He would just have to feast Roseus, which he ends up doing, which is fine. Now he's a target for Slayer Break, which I go for. Perpius and Aether on his side, I'm not worried about. Blizzheart finally kills my Corellius. I don't even bother skipping behind the Spectre Fox, because I'm not worried about him. Now Calamitas has Bloodlust ready. I think I'll probably go for Aether, so that Aether can counter slash. Yeah, I go for Calamitas. It gets blocked, but I still kill his Perpius, which is fine. Bloodlust the Flavis, and now I can Kinbreaker the Viridis, which I do. Now I'm not really worried about his Calamitas. I think I feast Perpius there, just so I can charge Bloodthirst on the Flavis. His Calamitas, of course, can't do anything, so I'm not really worried. I killed the Vixen Blade, and he just gives up from there. Pretty solid frontline play. Going up next against Vishal. This one I put into normal speed, because it's pretty intense, just really diving into this Crystal Worm mirror match. So right off the bat, I lose Calamitas. Pretty unfortunate. His Roseus can feast Aether, or go for the Fast Breaker, which he does. I've got Vengeance ready. Go for the Calamitas, gets blocked by Aether. Doomhoof now can, Vengeful Bash, which is unfortunate. Honestly, matching up Doomhoof with Crystal Worms, interesting take, because you can keep feasting to get Vengeful Bash ready, but if nobody has a kill, then you're not going to be able to do it. Fast Breaker there, goes around, able to kill the Calamitas, lose the Roseus to another Vengeful Bash. Now he's got a lot more worms than I do. I feast the Perpius. Not sure why I didn't feast the Aether, actually. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. But I lose my Fyriel there, and then I lose my Eon Racks. So now I just have a Viridis left, but I can feast the Aether. Oh, I think I did that because I know why I did that. I feasted the Perpius with Viridis, because if he killed Viridis, then he would have killed Perpius as well, and Aether would have been stuck at like 150 seconds, and he's not accelerated. So I was, for future me, getting rid of any like dead weight potential. Roseus here can Fast Breaker anyone he wants. Don't think it would kill Charybdia or Yukihime. Shield Breaker might have killed Yukihime. Fast Breaker would have been close at least. But finally killed the Doomhoof there. Now I can Fatal Sleep his Flavis, of course. And a lot of his Crystal Worms are on pretty high seconds, so I don't want to kill them just yet, because I also can use Bind, of course, to put one of them out of play forever. Lose his Flavis there, finally dies off. Now deciding what I want to do, I go for the bind on... I could do any of them. Corellius might make the most sense just because he's the most soon to get a turn. I instead go for the Perpius. I think my plan there is because I'm going to kill Corellius with the Bloodthirst there. And I still have time to both kill Chronozillion and Kinbreaker Arachna, so I don't have to take the Revenge. But I actually end up going for the Soul Missile, because I also have the seconds to do that and kill Sherloid before getting back to using the Bloodthirst on Chronozillion. So just kind of navigating all my sweepers here. But I actually end up skipping and just killing the Sherloid. Maybe because I just want to catapult here? Yeah, I guess. I feel like it would have been a better move to kill the Sherloid first. I don't know. Oh, did I do that? I probably did that so I could permanent deadweight him. And so then we put the Roseus to sleep, Frozen Heart the Prismarics just to stall some time, and then kill him. I'm going to be able to kill this Angel Lion, or so I thought, but now he can Detox Strike Viridis, so I won't be able to kill Angel Lion before he purifies Roseus. But again, Roseus I don't think is accelerated, and he can't feast Perpius because of Bind. So right now Polybos is thinking what he wants to do. And he does. Detox Strike the Viridis, kill him off. Angel Lion now definitely would make the most sense to go for the Purify because you can't Soul Exchange either of the Crystal Worms, which he does. Unfortunate that I wasted my Dream of Snow there, but it's okay. We can just counter slash Roseus. Still like a ton of time until Perpius gets a turn. I think I would go for the Fatal Sleep here on Polybos. Or not. I was going to say because then I could do the Venom times up on Angel Lion and Guillaumerai. But I guess my thinking is like Celeshine's not going to be able to kill me anyway. He's stun pulses the Charybdia. Makes sense. Nobody's poisoned though, so I guess he just doesn't want to eat the Venom times up. Celeshine could, I don't know, short stun somebody, I guess, but everybody has a shield, so he can't really hit anybody, and also nobody's in fast strike range. Decides to take the shield off Vixian. Angel Lion should have... No, I thought he had Blood Fury. Maybe he does, but goes for the Soul Exchange to get himself a Guillaumerai, because again, Celeshine wasn't really doing anything. But I have a Mortar loaded. I put Polybos to hold ground because I can kill him here with the Vixian. And now, of course, Yukihime can kill Angel Lion, and we can just wrap it up easy with another Void Blood Fury. That's the Crystal Worm Mirror matchup. It's pretty intense. It kind of depends on, like, who kills Calamitas first. Like, that's really what happens. Here we get another one. His Calamitas is HP boosted. Counter slash the Calamitas, and luckily I am able to go around. He doesn't have a target right now with Perpius, so he just feasts the Viridis. I go for the Vengeance on Corellius, which hits. Feast the Corellius, Slayer Break the Perpius. Flavis can go for a Slayer Break on anyone, happens to go around and hit Calamitas, which is unfortunate, but it's okay. Fast Breaker his Beetle, and feast the Roseus, so that I now have Blood Fury charge, puts Chronozillion to hold ground, and I just charge Blood Fury with Corellius. No point in feasting anybody yet. Stalling some time there with the Viridis, so that I can kill Sky Hera. Blood Fury the Aura Dragon doesn't quite put him to hold ground, unfortunately, but I'm still not worried about that, because I've got 3 people lined up before him, and I think 2 of them have Blood Fury charged, 1 of them has Bloodthirst charged. So there we go. I've got Perpius is also not like accelerated. So I go for the Vengeance there, but it's still fine because they have their blood moves charged anyway. So still sweeping pretty quick, even if it's just 110 seconds. That's still a 110 second kill move from a stun immune monster. And he's already down to his last couple here. Blood Fury the Geisthorn, Blood Fury the Dragecko. That one kind of flew by. I mean, I swear I just said the battle started, and we just sweep right through his team. Calamitas is pretty awesome. Moving on to Newberry. He's got a Earth Link type front line. Piercing Blow goes around, able to kill the Calamitas, or able to hit the Calamitas, I mean, but not kill him. So I'm not really worried. Geomagnus kills off Arceus Saros. So now I have to eat through all these Daimonoids, feast the Corellius, and feast Flavis again to go around the Blizzard. But then I just lose Flavis there to the Tricranium. Go for the Shield Breaker, but, you know, of course, it just kills the Daimonoid anyway. Geomagnus now has Blood Fury charged. So I'm thinking what I want to do here. I kill the Roseus. Perpius doesn't have a target, so I feast the Viridis, because Viridis also doesn't have a target. Instant Purifying Mist into Frozen Wave is unfortunate, but I'm able to kill the Dolphreeze there. And here's a bonus of Calamitas. If they get slowed down, I can just feast again. Go for the Fast Breaker there to kill Geomagnus, because I can just feast Roseus, get another one back, and Perpius has Blood Fury charged, but then I lose him to the Slayerbane. Pandranorca can't quite kill Firiel, so I go for the Guardian Shield, shield up the Roseus, because I'm thinking I can feast him and use like a Fast Breaker, which I thought about going for, but instead just kill the Pandranorca anyway, and I lost the Guardian Shield from the Malwing entrance. But what that did do is Trike is shielded because of his loading mortar, so now that I've skipped some time with Eonrax, I don't have to worry about Earthquake killing the first form because he is shielded, but I'm not Earthquaking quite yet. Go for the Frozen Heart on Flarevern because I have the seconds, and then Fatal Sleep. Flarevern can knock back, I guess, or Poison Touch Eonrax, which he does. Guardian Demise almost kills Super Shell, and I decided to just true hit the Super Shell. Oh my gosh, the Super Shell. Because I know I can kill this Flarevern before he gets a turn, and I'm thinking I can maybe get another turn with Eonrax again before he gets killed, which I'm able to do by putting Volcagmo to sleep and then killing, who was that, Volcavenus? Malwing enters, but there's really nothing he can do. That's going to wrap up this Crystal Worm Calamitas video. Hope you guys enjoyed. I have been having the time of my life with this guy. Crystal Worm Legendary in the game is life-changing. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.